Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. On this video, I'm making this video for my young brothers. I'm gonna give y'all some truth pills for young men, and I'm gonna break it down. I told my son I was gonna do this, and I told my son that he need to watch this as well. He's talking to me about one of his co-workers, how he be watching Kevin Samuels, and he changing his tune after a breakup that he had with a girl. He got his heart broke. I'm gonna tell y'all, when y'all young, you gotta handle your heartbreak the right way. And you handle your heartbreak the right way as a young man, then you could turn it into a whole lot of positivity. It's good to get your heart broke as a young man, because I can remember the time where I got my heart broke, that I've gained wisdom that I use to this day. To this day. And y'all gotta realize, man, I'm gonna give y'all some tips and some advice from the old dog to the young dog. From the old dog to y'all young lions. I'm about to put you on game. So, first thing I want to mention, like I just mentioned, you got to handle your heartbreak the right way. The way you handle your heartbreak the right way is by knowing that they just for fun. They just for fun. I be watching 80s videos, right? And like when I watch Rick Ansley, if y'all know who that is, on the video, he talking on the phone with a chick. And I'm like, man, I remember them days. Those days were fun. When they not fun, run. How do you know they not fun, No Matrix? Because you're fighting with them. You're pleading with them. You have to answer to them instead of them answering to you. You supposed to tell them, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. You gonna know what I'm about and be about it. From a young age, that little lying and stuff like that, that stuff come back on you, man. You tell them the truth, and you have enough confidence within yourself, knowing that a lot of chicks, a lot of women gonna want you. And so you tell them the truth. Guys that lie to women, they don't have confidence in themselves. They don't believe that women want them like that. That lying is a form of insecurity. When a person lies, it's like they insecure about the truth. They insecure about who they really are. But when you tell the truth, when you square your shoulders up and tell them the truth, like, look, I want a girlfriend, but I don't just want one. So I'll treat you right, but you got to know this. You got to understand. You got to be willing to accept it. That's how you do that. Or you don't stick to one because you scared the one you stick to is going to break up with you. No, this is how you do it, man. If you want more than one chick, you make that known to them that that's what you want. And I guarantee you, it's going to be a lot of them out there that's going to be attracted to that masculinity. It's going to be attracted to the fact that you told them the truth. You got all these sapiosexuals out here. They love an intelligent conversation. And when you tell them the truth, yeah, you got more superficial women, but you got a lot of them sapiosexuals too. So you tell them the truth. The next thing is you got to get rid of your fears as a young man. Don't fear no YNs. Don't be no YN, and don't fear no YN. Just avoid it. When you walk around in the mall, you should be shadow boxing in the mirror. Like, okay, if I get in a fight, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to guard my face. Being ready. And just be at peace with everybody. Don't talk slick to nobody. You know, just when you come around, you should be smelling good. You should be confident. And you should be not fearing these men in any way. Especially fearing that they can get the woman over you. You supposed to be thinking like, if she pick him over me, that's her loss. That's how you should start thinking as a young man. Stop arguing with them When you catch them cheating, just say this. Say, that's what we on? All right. And leave. And don't talk to her no more. That's what we on? All right, cool. Don't need no explanation from chicks. That's the next thing. Because they gonna always spin it and make it like you're the bad guy, or they're somehow justified in whatever they do to you that's not right. Next thing, know that they be lying. They liars, man. Oh, I'm a virgin. She either not a virgin or it really don't matter, because curiosity gonna come in later. The dude see my signal, and instead of waiting, he wants to beat me to the point. That's how accidents happen. That's how accidents happen. I know y'all can hear my signal. He was all the way back there. But y'all more important than him. F him. He probably acting like a chick because he getting ran by chicks. Next thing. That brings us to the next thing. If you don't stand on these women, they're going to turn you into one. I'm telling you. If you don't learn how to check women, they're going to turn you into one. You say, but no, Matrix, you just said that when they cheat, just to leave. We're not talking about when they cheat. We're talking about before they cheat. You should be exerting yourself and asserting yourself as the man. Y'all both can't be men. You the man. And if they don't want to acknowledge that, I don't care if they do make more money than you. So I don't care if you don't got a job. So what? You still a man. You still the man. Now get your money right. Get your body right. But you don't start being a man. And let me say this to y'all fake, weak, used to hang with geeks, content creators who leading with your wallet. You don't become a man when you get money. You become a man when you see yourself as a man and when you reach adult years. You don't become no man just when the money come. That's a trick. If you not a man without money, then you either not a man or you a trick. And I'm not saying there's something wrong with tricking. 100%. I'm saying that if that's your strategy and you trying to teach other people, you missing the mark. These guys don't start being a man when they get some money. They start being a man when they reach adulthood, and they supposed to know this and learn to carry themselves as such. Next thing, no man should be getting how to be a man from a woman. It's only so much your mama could tell you. So if your father ain't around, come to No Matrix or other dudes on YouTube or dudes in your family. There's good examples. You can learn that if once you get out of the matrix, this was deep. You can Voltron, you can learn different aspects of life from anybody. You can learn from a criminal. You can learn from a pastor. You can learn from a truck driver. But you're not to that stage yet. So don't let no woman tell you in any way how to be a man. Because that's emasculation out the rip. You got to learn how to be a man from a man. And if your mama is going to get mad at you, I'm finna show you something. For being close to your father because she ain't, then if you go with that, if you let her do you like that, then you just been emasculated. That's why you got dudes on here not understanding that being a stepdad, not understanding the negative side of being a stepdad, because they sympathetic. That's the next thing. Control your sympathy. Notice the word sympathy starts with simp. Because usually when you sympathetic, it's like you're not looking at the reality. You ain't always looking at the reality when you sympathetic. So don't learn nothing about manhood from women. That's the next thing. That's the next thing. Next, you got to learn how to control your emotions, man. When you get dumped, you got to learn to move on. You shouldn't be. How do you like somebody that don't like you? That's what you should tell yourself. I'm not supposed to like somebody that don't like me. When you like people who don't like you, that's low self-esteem. You are not valuing yourself. You supposed to have your kick in it, your relationships, your friendships with people who like you, not people who don't. You can't trust nobody who don't like you. So that's next. Stop trusting these girls and these women. When they tell you one thing, always assume that they're a liar and it's possible that they lying to you. You want to be fair, but you got to be there. You got to be the type, okay, she told me she faithful, but I need to see over time. That's the next thing. Be patient in life. Every decision you make as a young man, make the decisions that are going to make your life better. And view the people who can create situations that will make your life worse as your enemies. That friend that always trying to rob people, man, you need to stay away from dude. But he might try to shoot me. Just move to another town, or just be more discreet with it. Why would you hang with somebody like that? You're a kid. You supposed to be roaming free, having fun, especially if you're a teenager. You should supposed to be watching Marvel Avengers movies. You trying to make babies? Man, trust me, man, that's the worst thing you could do. That would bring me to the next thing. Do not make babies before the time. It's not going to make them love you. It's going to just be a bill. Don't make babies as a teenager, especially. If your age has teen in it, do not make no babies. You say, but I already got one. Do not make any more. If you ain't got pull-out game, then you shouldn't be having sex. You can be sticking your stick in one of the devil's imps. As simple as that. It's all in here. You're going to become what you got in your brain. If you let people dictate how you view yourself, as a young man especially, you're going to have a bad life. You got to correct that when you're young. Don't get none of your manhood from women. You got to correct these things when you're young. The woman that don't like me is the main woman that I'm not going to listen to about how I look, how I act, how anything. The woman that call you ugly is the one that you should disregard the most of what she says. She's supposed to be irrelevant. She's trying to break you down. And it could be because she broke down. Broke down people break down people. That's the thing about Milwaukee. Milwaukee people accept bums. Texas wasn't quite like that. Yeah, I'm sure some people did, but Texas was more about class. Like I told you, I gave y'all the story of how, and if it shuts off, And I'm not done. I'm going to do a part 2. But I gave y'all the story about how when I took those dudes to the park, them girls was going by how they looked. They was getting to them. They kept coming to the park to deal with those guys. When they found out those dudes was locked up, they stopped talking to them, stopped dealing with them, right? So I'm driving the van. We going back to the house, to the halfway house. They quiet. They like, none of them talking. Now keep in mind, these dudes done disrespected me at times, gave me a hard time. But when I saw how they was acting, I said, dude, forget them. Y'all doing y'all time. Y'all finna get out again. Y'all supposed to be using this to develop yourselves as young men so that when you get back in the world, you won't come back to jail. I said, don't worry about them. They judging you on what you did. You did it. You got to deal with that. Forget them. There's going to be other chicks. All of a sudden, they shaking their head. Like, you right, Mr. Howard. You right. Now all of a sudden, they all cheered up. It's loud in the van again. Now they arguing, singing to the, well, I want to play the music. I want to play the music. And now they back on what they need to be on, and that's having fun. So now they dancing, rapping to the music. I'm thinking to myself, I definitely just did my job. A lot of these women are not fun. Yeah, and the crazy ones, man, you be in there like, oh my goodness. Oh. And then, I'm not letting you see your kid. I'm with Mook Mook now. And Mook Mook, who is this? Who is this on the phone? Man, I'll switch cheese you, man. Man, don't you know I got 2 switches over here? You gotta let Mook Mook have her. What the heck? Is she the last one in the world? Okay, if she the last one in the world, then yeah, I'ma even fight you for it. If she the last woman in the world, we gonna have to fight over that. Cause I'ma want some of it. You gonna want some of it. Y'all niggas be, excuse my language, y'all be acting like these chicks are the last one left. If they the last one left, then I'ma even fight you for it. I'm a simp now. Just I want that to myself. But if they ain't the last one left, why you acting like that, man? She smiling. Yep, when he dump her, you should move on. Because when he dump her, you be like, nah. Hey, listen. No. You made your decision. You wanted him over me. Now, deal with it. Get you somebody else. Dude, do y'all know how many women get wet? Got good stuff, good sex. Next thing, do not fall for love bombing. If you don't know what love bombing is when they gassing you, when they buttering you up. I love you. Oh, I just love you so much. Oh, I want to be with you forever. Tell her, yeah, right. What you mean by that? I'll believe it when I see it. Oh, so you don't believe me? No, show me. That's stoic. Show me. I'll take your word for it, but you still got to show me, and that don't mean nothing, so stop saying it. Stop letting these chicks love bomb you, man. I got love bombed and ended up married, and now guess what? It was just like this. I argued with her more than all of the rest of them combined times 100. And in the beginning, it was a cuddle thing. I can recall times where we'll be laying in the bed and I'm asleep like this. And she facing me, right? And so I turn around and I open my eyes and all I see is her eye looking in my eye. And all I could do is laugh. Them days is over. That's over with. Hey, listen, that was a temporary feeling for her. That's next. Know that these women operate on temporary time. They want to come in here and tell me, talk about how I look. It don't matter how I look. Some women find me attractive. But it don't matter how I look. What matters is I'm telling people the truth. See, that's superficial. It's superficial when you go by things that's not the truth, not the reality. I'll turn around, man. I'll be like this. I open my eyes because I sense she sitting there looking right at me. That's over with, man. I don't even know what the hell she doing. I don't know. That's over with. Dude, I'll be like, we be in the bed. And you know how you can sense something? I start waking up. Turn like this. Open my eye and her eye just looking right in my eye like close range. That stuff used to be funny as heck. But that ended, man. I couldn't tell you what she did. I don't know. But based on what I do know, I know it's probably more than what she's saying. So because then we was young back then. We was like some of y'all. 22, 23, 24. 22, 23, 24. She ain't had a chance to be a hoe. Some of them. So you got to be careful, man. Dude, I just knew I found what I was looking for. Until that first year. Like that first year, we was already arguing. We was arguing before that. We was arguing as boyfriend and girlfriend. And it's like, the next thing, don't never let her control your sexual passion. You control your own self. Don't let no woman do it. Because what she'll do is, she'll start leveraging sex to you. To get you where you start getting mad and stuff. And it's like you like an animal when you don't get it. Don't let them do you like that. That's like when people be trying to give a pit bull gunpowder to make them mean. That's on the same wavelength as when they ration out sex. Do not accept that from them. You tell them how much sex they gonna give you and how they gonna give it to you. And if they don't agree, then you bounce and you get the one that's gonna do it your way. We men. When you become a man, you ain't no boy no more. Yo, these dudes slugging them out. Now you in orange pants with a domestic violence charge. If you gotta punch a woman over things that she says and does, if she helping some dude fight you, that's different. But anything else, you ain't got your game right. You ain't got your mind right. Don't y'all know that relationships is mental? Everything is 3D. The Most High created the whole world in 3D. And we got the ground, the earth where we live, where we walk and move. You got the sky, and you got the outward galaxy, outer space. That's 3D. In relationships, you have 3D. You got the physical, the spiritual, and the mental. In finances, you have 3D. Physical, spiritual, mental. It's mental. Going to work every day, getting your business, creating businesses is mental. Saving money is definitely mental. Next, that brings me to the next thing. The Most High and your money. The Most High, your parents, and your money come before these chicks. Don't ever not listen to your parents over no chick. Remember a good time when James was trying to tell JJ and he ain't listen? He got married to that girl and she ran off and left him. He was heartbroken in the hotel and James on the phone trying to get his attention. He should have just listened to him. Now sometimes as a man, you got to think for yourself. But when you a young teenager, and somebody telling you don't hang with this person because that person is trouble, listen to them. When they telling you don't get that girl pregnant, don't be going out. Let me tell y'all something about sex, y'all young dude. I'm finna show you something. The more condoms you use, the more when you meet one that you don't need the condom, that's gonna make it so much better. Condoms also curb your enthusiasm as a young man. Cause that raw and being in them raw guts, man, a lot of y'all, if you too young, you ain't gonna be able to bounce back. You gonna be addicted to that. So don't let women control you or your pocketbook with sex. I don't care if you got a jag, man. Jag. If you need jagging to control the level of your thirstiness, do it. Do it. And don't let these pastors, this is the next thing, have you marrying some chick at a young age. Don't do it. Let me tell you about the Most High. The Most High already know what you're going to do. He know what you're going to do. So when you make sacrifices, make sure that you doing those sacrifices. Like if you're not having sex with women, make sure you're not doing it out of worship for the Most High and not what some pastor says. Because the Most High getting you some booty 1 or 2, 3 times. Yeah, if you die in sin and you ain't made your peace with him, that's going to be brought up. But if you still alive, the Most High ain't holding that against you like people try to say. It's going to be on your record. And if you don't repent, you holding it against yourself. He not holding it against you. Because you could do right. You could find out how to live your life as a young man. So, that's the next thing. Do what's fun. Enjoy your life. Don't deal with no women that's not helping you enjoy your life even more. Don't deal with them. Don't be pussy whipped, excuse my language, on no chick. And I'm going to show you how stupid it is. Because, and y'all be letting y'all ego get in the way. Some dude is going to bang her that got a bigger dick than you. I got to use this language. So what? You get your moves right. You use what you got. And don't ever let a woman curb your confidence if you ain't got the biggest one. You learn how to make her get her jollies and you get yours with whatever you got. Don't never let no woman in any way lessen your confidence as a man. Always say to yourself, this is what I am. This is what the Most High made me. If you don't like it, you can bounce. Who cares? Be the best person you can be. And don't worry about if a dude got this on you or got that on you. And he got more money than you. And he dressed better than you. So what? He's not better than you. You dress the best you can. You smell the best you can. You get as much money as you can. Money is more important than them. It's goals before hoes. Goals being GOALS. Think about it. When I was at Jackson State, if I would have focused on my schoolwork and finished, there's a very high possibility that I would have more money than I got. Or if I would have focused on sports, there's another possibility that I will have more money than I have. Next thing I want y'all to understand, and understand clearly, the more time you spend / waste with them, the less money you're going to have, and probably the less freedom too. It's a lot of dudes that's in jail trying to look impressive for these broads. They doing a prison bid, trying to look impressive for these broads. Like how I just saw a video on O'Shea with Aaron the plumber. He was talking about Aaron the plumber, how the chick got mad at Aaron the plumber and was talking about she gonna get these dudes to do anything she want to do something to them. She shouldn't even have that option. Man, don't you dare throw your life away for women. I don't care if it's your mama or your sister. You better, if you want to get revenge for them, you better learn how to do something that is not going to cost you your freedom. Or if it does, it ain't going to be long. You don't throw your life away because some women want you to do something to somebody. If that's the case, I would have whacked a couple dudes by now. But I know this, so I know better. You trying to shoot her new boyfriend. The devil is a liar. Don't do that. You could get revenge more by getting a chick that's doing better than her in life and look better than her. I'm telling you. Y'all young dudes got to learn how to prioritize. And women and girls shouldn't be nowhere up there. When you prioritize, you don't have babies at a young age. You have thousands at a young age. 10,000s. You have your own house at a young age. You learn how to fish at a young age. That's when you got your priorities in order. You learn how to tap into the heavens at a young age. When you got your priorities in order. Y'all just like that every day. You having sex every day. Every day. Like, why? You gonna take away from the pleasure that you could have 20 years from now, because you can't wait. Do it sometimes, even with the jagging thing. Don't jag every day. So sometimes you should have weeks where you ain't jagged. Like, okay, I'm going a week. And that week up, you gonna be like, hey, I crack jokes sometimes, man. Forgive me. The dude that ain't jagged in a week, he gonna be like, ah! They gonna smell it in the hall. His mama gonna walk past you. I know that smell. Why I'm still smelling that strong nut smell? Because you done blasted off. Just like, think about it. If you saved a whole paycheck, one of your checks, look how much money you gonna have. That's next, and that goes back to what I said about patience. Good things come to those who wait, but good things also come to the patient. The Bible talks about how patience pays off, man. You can't be like your father. I know you look up to your father, but your father came up in a different time period when it come to women. and money and everything else. Y'all dudes need to be focusing on that bag. Because that's how you going to have it. Because now, the way the world is now, is if you don't focus on your money, you ain't going to have none. Because the little bit that you make, you going to spend that because the cost always rising. So you always got to have your mind and your body on your money. Not the honey, but the money. We all gonna be looking at buds and like, oh, she fine. Yep, she could be trouble. That could be trouble in a pretty package. Dude, listen. Control your enthusiasm, young brothers. Control your enthusiasm. When you got your priorities in order, everything that God do, everything the Most High does, it's going to hit you. And it's going to be like it's going to make you emotional. Everything that when you got your money, when you looking at money, $2,331, $5,696, you're going to be like, dang, man. And the more you got, the more status you gonna have. And the more status you have, the more options out of them you gonna have. You don't rely on the status, but the status will create a reliance on you. So you focus on building yourself up physically, mentally, spiritually. And all that other stuff is going to follow. Didn't he tell you, seek first the kingdom and all these things will be added to you? Money is part of the kingdom. Women is part of the kingdom. Y'all are seeking first a back shot to not blow their back out. Okay, if you blow 3 backs out, right? Let's say you blow 3 women backs out. And you not getting paid to do it. What have you accomplished? And I would advise that you don't do it for pay, because now you